Well, I had someone ask me about my interface and my configurations here. Well, basically, I start a new file. All right. Well, basically, first of all, I always work in here. I don't know how much, if this is for beginner or not. But anyway, you can manage your favorites here, whichever one you like. I always use reflective floor black, pitch black. This is too bright. I stay away from anything bright, really. Well, that's how you do that. You just select it and you say OK. And then when you go in here, it'll be there. Click on it. Like I said, that's way too bright for me. I use reflective floor black always. And for my sketch, if I do a sketch, now this wheel here, mouse gestures, I use 12. We'll go into that. Basically, you can come here and you can go into customize. And we go into our mouse gestures. And this is the one I use here. And this is what I have. I have my trim here, point. I always use OK on everything I do on parts. OK. Here, OK. I don't do many assemblies, but I would put the OK there. And also another one that I use is this shortcut button, which is really useful because otherwise you have to use the keyboard and use the S key, but I found it a lot easier just to put it here and then I could go there. And I do that again on both my part and my sketch. And that one you can find if you search for anything, really, if you know where it is, what kind it is. But you could just put, what is this called? Just put shortcut. And it's right there, and you just take it and grab it and put it wherever you want it. So that's basically it. I use 12. I use my dimension, circle. And I only use the one circle because when you select this circle, it gives you the option over here to, if you want a 3-point circle or a tangent circle or whatever. And I got my construction line, my center line, and my regular line. So that's pretty much basically that for that. I don't use well, here's the shortcut bar, like I said. And on my shortcut bar, I always use mirror, and I use linear pattern, circular pattern, edit sketch. That shouldn't be there. I don't know why that's there. I don't ever use that. 3-point arc, fillet, and also chamfer, and this here, and offset entities and convert entities. Those are the ones I always use. And whatever you want, you can find it here, and you can just place it in here, just pull it and place it. Or, which is easier, I found, because a lot of times it's so far hard to find stuff in here. Whatever you're looking for, say you're looking for split entities, and I'm not logged in. Oh. Command manager, make sure we're command. And let's just do split. Or split line, that's what it. So see here, split line. So you can also grab that and just put it right in there, which is a lot easier. So that's that. And that's the shortcut bar. You can also adjust it this way. So that's that. And you also can switch this in my parts shortcut. And I'm always customizing them again, like say you're here and you do something. Say I put this here. And say I'm not happy with my shortcut bar, and I'm always adjusting it, like I said. So you could just come here and say customize, and then it'll bring you right back in here, and you could do it that way, which is good because I use that a lot too, because I'm always adjusting it. And here, down here, I wish that thing would go away. And I'm always using this here. These. I'll go through these in a minute. I always have to adjust these every time. I don't know why. Anyway. Alright, so these are the ones I use the most. And to get those, you could just come here, and they're all here. Say you wanted Spline Tools, you could just click on that, and it should come somewhere in this. Here it is. And you could just take that and drag it wherever you want. I like them down here, but you could put them here, you could put them back there, you could put them up here, over here, wherever you want. That's how you do that. And I really don't know what else. I guess this is some basic, but once again, you can come into your options. And here in the plain display here, what I always use blue on the front and back, red on the back, which is very helpful because sometimes you come through here and say you pull the plane out or do whatever to get this plane out here. As you can see, it's red. And sometimes you go to sketch, and if you didn't have this two different colors, you would come here and it would flip around this way, and you wouldn't want that. So normally if I come to a plane and it's red like that, and it's flipped the wrong way, you can always come here and flip normals. And that's very helpful. And also, I forgot to mention that if I'm sketching here and say I just put something there and I want to do something, and well, I want to show you that instead of pressing OK like that, I could just double click in this viewport and it'll end the sketch. And then once again, I come to here, and on here I just use the basics again. I use all my mouse gestures. On my parts, I use all the basics. I have revolve, cut, regular revolve, extrude cut, loft cut, sweep, or that's a sweep cut, sorry, and sweep cut, shortcut, and then these are my surfaces. And that's basically it on that. And then here, if you don't use all these, you can turn them off. Inspection. power surfing, blah, blah, blah. So whichever ones you want there, you can keep. These are the only ones I use. And then when you're finally done, customize, like I'll show you customize from the beginning. I'll go to part. So I can't take this white. So say I made all the adjustments that I wanted, and my mouse gesture is where I want it, and everything, all my sketch lines, and that's something I forgot to go into. But on the sketch lines, it's pretty basic too. It's not in that one, sorry. It's in this one. Documents, sketch. Nope. Colors, yeah. So here is the sketch. Whatever you want your sketch to be. I don't go crazy on this. I just use blue and yellow, really. And so that's your sketch. Anyway, when you get done completely the way you want it, you just come into here and you say save as, and then come in here and you save it as a part template, and then it'll bring you right into the folder it needs to be in, and you just name it whatever you want and save it there. And I really don't know what else to say about that, about my interface. This is basically it. I like the way it works, and the most important thing that I like is the OK and the shortcut. Those really save time. So thank you. I hope somebody finds this helpful. Bye.